The Hyundai Kona has always been a great car in regular petrol, hybrid or even electric. It was also a good looker and they have always been quite popular in the UK market. This is the all-new Hyundai Kona Electric, and as you can tell it still looks like the original Hyundai Kona, but this time it is more futuristic. Let's see if this new Hyundai Kona improves on the outgoing model. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, let's start with the styling of the new Hyundai Kona Electric, and to start with it looks like a pure EV only. This is because the new Kona was designed as an EV first, and then a hybrid model and then a regular model came last. This means you get a futuristic design on whatever model you go for. Let's start with the styling at the front. So up top we get this futuristic pixel light bar that houses the daytime running lights and the actual light bar at night. We also get these headlights that are positioned in a similar place as the previous generation, and they look like they came straight from a Kia Sportage. On this electric model we do get this charging flap up front in the exact same place as the previous generation. We also get this big central air vent, which again is pixelated, and on the hybrid and normal models provides cooling to the engine. Moving round to the sides and we get some sharp creases showing some extended wheel arches, and if you go for the non-electric model they are black plastic, giving this car a rugged off-road look. We also get some chrome just below the window that swoops into the rear spoiler. The overall design is very minimalistic, but it does look modern and sporty as well as unique. Moving round to the back and we get a mirrored design to the front. We get a rear light bar just like the front light bar, and also just like the front light bar it is pixelated. We also get some tail lights that are in the same shape as the headlights, and they are also positioned in a similar place like them too. We also get this big Hyundai badge and Kona logo lettering and a black strip that is partially covered up by this camo, but we can see that it does have a pixel design to it, like the front central air vent. The whole design on this new Hyundai Kona is more rounded and bolder than before, and it makes the car look more modern and futuristic, and it also helps it stand out against other SUVs. Also, having a smoother and bolder look helps it in aerodynamic terms too. Let's have a look at the battery and motor options that you can have with the Hyundai Kona Electric, but let's also have a look at what engine options you can have with the regular Kona and Kona Hybrid. So, let's start with the battery and motor options. To start with, there are two battery options. You can either have it in 48.3 kWh or 64 kWh. The smaller battery model is only available in base spec model, with the rest of the lineup using the bigger 64 kWh battery pack. Let's go through the smaller battery pack option first. The 48.3 kWh battery pack is mated to a 154 brake horsepower motor. This gives the car an 8.8 second 0-62 time. It also gives this car 234 miles of range. The 64 kWh battery pack uses a more powerful 215 brake horsepower motor, reducing the 0-62 times from 8.8 seconds to 7.8 seconds. The range of this model is around 305 miles, which is much more usable. The price of the base spec battery model starts at £34,940, whilst the more powerful version starts at £38,540. This new Hyundai Kona Electric comes with a function called Vehicle to Load. This means that you can load battery power into electronics like a kettle or a phone charger, basically anything with a plug. Let's now have a look at the engines that you can have with the regular Hyundai Kona. You can either have a normal engine or a hybrid engine. The normal engine range consists of a 1 litre turbo unit producing 118 brake horsepower. This power goes through a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. 0-62 time is dealt within 11.8 seconds, so it's quite slow for today's standards. Next up is a 1.6 litre turbo unit which has 196 brake horsepower. This can either be had with a 6-speed manual or again a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. It can also complete a 0-62 time within 8.7 seconds for a manual transmission or 7.8 seconds for the automatic model. For the hybrid version you get a 1.6 litre naturally aspirated engine mated to a 6-speed dual clutch automatic. Connected to this setup is a 40 brake horsepower electric motor. The price of the regular Hyundai Kona starts at £25,725 and for the hybrid option it starts at £30,025. Let's have a look on the inside. So stepping inside the new Hyundai Kona Electric, and the interior is a big step up over the outgoing model. We get this minimalistic design and it's heavily influenced by Hyundai's Ioniq 5. We get this Mercedes style screen setup with a 12.3 inch infotainment system screen and a 12.3 inch instrument cluster screen. The graphics are crisp and clear and the infotainment system is better than the previous model. The layout is easier to use and it is actually the same infotainment system that you will find in the Ioniq 5. Also on this panel you get a section that is a magnet. This is so you can attach things to it. The centre console is easy to use and we get physical climate control buttons and a lot of storage between the front seats. The steering wheel is also new and it is very minimalistic but also sporty looking. We don't get the Hyundai logo on the steering wheel, but in its place we get these 4 dots. Now you may be wondering what they mean. Well, they stand for the letter H in Morse code. Unique, but it also makes the interior look very minimalistic like I have said before. The seats are supportive and comfy and they also say Kona on some trim levels. Let's have a look at the rear seats. So get into the back of the Hyundai Kona and there is definitely an improvement over the old model. You get more knee room and headroom than before and it is quite an airy space in the back. The seats are also very supportive, something you don't see on rear seats nowadays. You do get some nicely trimmed panels as well as some air vents and an armrest, again a rarity in this segment. Let's have a look in the boot. So, opening the boot you are welcomed with 466 litres of boot space. The boot floor is adjustable so you can have it at what height you want. You also get some storage bins either side and the seats also lay flat if you put the false floor in its highest position. This means you don't need to lift heavy items all the way forward. One great feature that has been added to the new Kona Electric is that you do get a front boot. It is only 27 litres but it is big enough to store your charging cables in so they are not in the way. So in summary then, what do I think of the new Hyundai Kona? Well, the styling and interior quality has been improved. The car is also more practical and in electric form is very tempting. The previous Hyundai Kona was always a great car. This improves on that model. The question is though, would you have this over the Kia Niro, which is the exact same car? If you want me to compare the two models then let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.